From the East Tennessee Weather Center, here's your morning weather update with meteorologist Mike Witcher.
Good morning. Happy Friday. It's Football Friday, my friends. The orange suit is back. We sure hope you have a great day and enjoy the weekend. Now, it's not going to be a total washout, but we do have showers and maybe a few strong thunderstorms throughout the day today and some scattered showers on Saturday, thanks to the post-tropical cyclone Francine, or the remnants of Francine, whatever you want to call it. But anyways, a low pressure system to our left. It's the leftovers from Francine anyways. Let's go ahead and talk about the almanac from yesterday for just a moment of time. We were below average in all locations in the low, mid, and upper 70s. So it felt pretty good out there, but you definitely felt the humidity pick up. And that's going to be the story again here today. So a southeasterly flow keeps the wind and the chance for rain going. Francine will bring us elevated rain chances, spotty in nature as we get into the weekend. And then more unsettled weather next week with another low-pressure system possibly forming along the eastern seaboard. So let's talk about Francine, post-tropical cyclone Francine. So not a lot of moisture left, not a lot of spin left, not a lot of energy left, but enough that it is going to produce some scattered showers. We've had some rain showers across upper East Tennessee, and we're going to be watching these little lobes of energy as they kind of spin around that low-pressure system. So the Storm Prediction Center has put a level 1 risk just to our south and west. Now, the National Weather Service here in Morristown was talking about the fact that there is some energy in the atmosphere to produce maybe a strong thunderstorm or two. It'd be isolated in nature. We're not under necessarily a risk, but I would say the Southern Plateau and Chattanooga area, probably keep an eye on this as we head through the afternoon. Check in with the interactive radar. The National Weather Service has also extended the wind advisory for the higher elevations running through later on this morning, just through about 11 o'clock this morning. 20 to 30 mile per hour sustained winds, gusts could be upwards of 50 miles per hour. But that's going to be mainly across the highest peaks of the Smokies. So there goes round one of rain, and then we're going to see some drier weather conditions until we get past the lunch shower. And so here comes some nether spokes of energy. It's these ones that we need to watch for closely as we get into the afternoon, that we could see some thunderstorms, some locally heavy rainfall, and maybe some strong gusty winds with some of these storms. But we have some spin in the atmosphere as well. So also the National Weather Service was saying, hey, listen, we can't take the tornado risk to zero today, which is typical with a tropical system, but it's likely not to do much. So something to keep in mind. A couple of strong thunderstorms possible throughout the day today. Other than that, not a ton of rain. So not everybody is going to get in on the rain here today, but some of us will get some decent rain, which is much needed. All right, so we start the day off with temperatures in the 60s, mild and muggy. We'll climb into the upper 70s for the lunch hour. Our goal today is going to be a little bit warmer than yesterday. We do have higher humidity, so dew points have climbed into the mid to upper 60s, even a few pockets of 70s, so you're going to feel the mugginess for sure. Temperatures in some locations, and it kind of depends how much sunshine you get today, depends on how hot it's going to be in your community. We have the potential of pushing the upper 80s to near 90 in some locations. You have the higher humidity. And so if you get an abundant sunshine, if your temperatures are allowed to warm, I think we'll have heat index values pushing close to 90 in some locations. So it is going to be a little bit of a hotter day. Heading into the evening hours, if you're heading off to high school football, again, by 6 o'clock, watch out for a couple of showers. I don't think we'll have a whole lot during high school football, though, and temperatures will be in the low to mid 70s. And good luck to all the high school kids playing sports tonight. All right, forecast low temperatures. Let's talk about our Saturday because we got a big football game. We start the morning off with 60s, so it's going to be mild and muggy. Get your activities and chores done early in the morning because you're going to be heading off to the stadium right around noon or so, or shortly thereafter. By noon, depending on what kind of a tailgater you are, right? By noon, we're right around 80. We're going to push the mid-80s as we get into the afternoon. Kickoff at 7:45 will be in the upper 70s, dropping into the low 70s by the end of the football game. So, but high temperatures, and generally speaking, will be in the 70s and 80s on Saturday. So here's your futurecast. We've got more energy down to our south. Remember, we're still going to be talking about the remnants of Francine. We'll go from sunrise through noon. Shouldn't have any major issues. No major problems. Maybe a couple of spotty showers. We'll heat up the atmosphere, and we'll probably get a few more showers during the afternoon and evening, again with that southeasterly flow to the atmosphere. But because of that, we're also shutting down some of the rain chances across the mountain counties in upper East Tennessee. Most of the activity will be along Interstate 40 and points further to the south and east. The showers in upper East Tennessee were from earlier this morning, but can't rule out a few showers from time to time. Dew points don't really drop, though, so it's not like we got a cold front swinging its way on through. We've got tropical moisture hanging out with us, so dew points are going to stay on the elevated side all the way through the weekend and into the start of next week. But we're also talking about Francine, the remnants of Francine, which is right here. weakening, but combining its energy and passing its energy off to another low pressure system along the coastal areas. This is an area of investigation by the National Hurricane Center. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Here's Francine just kind of wobbling around the area. It begins to kind of lose its energy and then passes on some energy to that low pressure system along the coastal areas. High pressure is to our north, so what does that mean? That pushes it inland. Remember, you get clockwise rotation around high pressure, and so because of that, the upper level winds, the steering winds in the atmosphere, will pull this inland. And kind of depends on where this goes, but this is going to bring us unsettled weather through next week, where we'll probably have the clouds in place. I think we'll have temperatures a little bit on the cooler side, but also elevated rain chances as well. So we'll hang on to those rain chances pretty much each and every day as we get into next week. So something to kind of keep in mind. When you add up your 7-day rainfall forecast, again, as Francine kind of loses its steam, we'll lose the moisture off to our west and southwest. But here in East Tennessee, still looking at the possibility over a 7-day stretch of anywhere from 1/4 of an inch of rain to upwards of nearly 2 inches down by the Chattanooga area. So again, unsettled weather will continue to stick with us as we get into next week. Here's your temperature trend. We're going to be a little bit above average throughout the day today. We'll be generally average Saturday and Sunday, a little bit below on Monday, and then back to those seasonal averages as we get into next week. So a solid average weather pattern on the way. But remember, the Climate Prediction Center is saying, hold on a second, we may be heading through the rest of the month with the possibility of above average temperatures. And of course, you can check in online, easttnweather.com, or download the East Tennessee Weather app to get all of your weather information right here in East Tennessee. It's your one-stop shop for weather. Just search East TN Weather in your app store. Look for the orange TN and the white lightning bolt. Well, the good news is we made it to Friday. Francine has not been a major player for us so far, and I don't think it's going to be, but we will see some elevated rain chances. So track it with the interactive radar using the East Tennessee Weather app. Have a great day. We'll see you back here at noon.